zombie killer Walking Dead. So Coke just recently announced that they're going to be ending their Tab soda brand, and likely what you did, just like what I did when I read this headline, is what the hell is Tab?
Yeah.
And then we come to realize, oh, it was very popular in the 70s. It was actually Coca-Cola's original diet soda brand before they released Diet Coke, which, as you and I know, just a tad bit more popular.
We'll get to
So
that.
yeah, just a bit, just a wee bit. So what this is a part of, though, is a larger effort by Coca-Cola to kill off all of their not necessarily just legacy brands and old brands, but just brands that they don't see a future with, and it, especially during Corona times, that is almost more of a pain to deal with and produce than what the upside is in terms of sales currently and sales in the future. So I got some quick stats here. It's that of CEO James Quincy said that over half of the company's 400 brands had little to no scale and only accounted for 2% of that company's total revenue, and that in the first half of 2019, Coke had already killed off about 270 plus products. Just this year alone, Coke has killed off Zico coconut. I don't know if it's Zico or Zyco, but the
Doesn't
coconut
matter
water.
anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't need to take up any more real estate in my mind. And as well as their smoothie drink Odwalla, which I know you and I have seen throughout the Austin-based Randalls while growing up. Um, so initial thoughts. What do you think about Coke going full on axe to the zombie head on some of these?
Honestly, I do not care. I do not buy
You
Coke
don't
products.
care.
No, yeah, like you said, the only ones I really noticed were the Odwalla and the Zico. But yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense, like you said. During pandemic stuff, it's anything you can do to put things out and and streamline your production is going to make sense. I think focusing on what makes them money, it's probably a long time coming. It's just more of an excuse to shift this over and make this move. I don't think I'll bat an eye at this, to be honest. I don't know
Yeah,
if it really means
that's how
much.
I felt. It's like, okay, cool. Like that's kind of how it was like just a meh reaction. But it
Yeah.
also, like you said, makes perfect sense of why bother, having this diverse focus when that diverse focus is not going to be what's bringing you the bag. So, but pop quiz question: do you know what brand is actually the main driver of them? You know, refining their focus and deciding what they actually wanted to go and kill off. Do you know what brand that is more hot in the streets that is making them do this?
Well, I think this would have been if I didn't already know the answer. I think it would have been an easy answer a year ago when you can talk about anything without saying the word Topo Chico in a drink. Um,
Topo Chico.
I think my real guess would have been just any kind of seltzer brand right now. Whether it be Waterloo or an alcoholic one. But yeah, that's what you kind of were hinting at as the Topo Chico is driving all this stuff.
Yeah,
Like what is
Topo Chico
Coke's
is gonna.
brand?
What's up?
What is Coke's brand of Topo Chico, or do they own Topo Chico?
They own Topo Chico. It's one of their best acquisitions in the past decade by far. Topo
Okay.
Chico's sales are still increasing, and they actually have an alcoholic version coming soon. So mark the calendars for you and I for next birthday week of getting the alcoholic Topo Chicos.
If they're smart, they'll do it before summer.
I think they will. I don't know. I haven't seen a timeline on it yet. Hopefully, we will be back with an update on that soon, sooner rather than later. But yeah, I like Topo Chico. I just always have hated that living on the fourth floor. That hauling it upstairs is not exactly the most ergonomic way to get a ton of glass bottles upwards and into my fridge. So that's the only thing. I wish you could buy it a little more easily in bulk for sure.
I guess to kind of close this thing out, do you think other companies are going to follow suit, or probably already have followed suit of kind of destroying their, their mock brands or their zombie brands, as you called it.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. I think we've already seen it, and just it hasn't been quite as publicized. Coronavirus is making all different types of companies refine their focus up to what works for them. And you're just it doesn't make any sense to spend money on things that are going to either cost you money and you don't see any growth future, or aren't costing you money but you're not making enough money for it to really matter, and is taking away employee resources as well as operational resources to actually go and manufacture, especially in the CPG space. They've got rival Frito Lay or PepsiCo, who owns Frito Lay. That's number one player in the snack game. Full disclosure, I did used to intern there back in the day, but Coke can try to take some of that market share if they want to. They do have a food-based business, just not nearly as big. So it depends on whatever that strategic focus is. And clearly coconut water and Odwalla were not a part of that strategic focus, nor the other 273 or whatever it was brands that they killed
Right.
off.
So are people losing their jobs because of this, do you think? Or do you think they're just shifting over to focus more on the main products as well?
I honestly have no idea. I haven't seen anything about job cuts being associated with these. I would imagine that they don't have, just if it were to be that, it would be product managers and brand managers. And a brand manager can be easily reassigned to a brand that's working. Product manager, I don't have the expertise to comment on that, but I just haven't seen any job cuts, coinciding with these zombie killings. So hopefully they're just reallocating their human resources to and human capital to benefit the brands that brought them there.
I think they're big enough to take that on, yeah.
Yeah,
Just reassign.
but yeah, that's the end of World War Z Coke edition.